Here I have opened Tally Prime, and after opening Tally Prime, we will press V, and from the right hand side we will select payment voucher. Why payment voucher we have selected? As because we are going to pay security money to the landlord. So if you are going to pay anything, so in Tally Prime you have to record that entry in payment voucher. By pressing Ctrl C, here we will create security money deposit ledger. So you can also create as I am showing on the screen under group deposit assets. Ultimately this is created under current assets. So this ledger is going to be created under deposit group assets. Let's suppose we have given 5 lakhs as a security money. Security money account ledger will debit and bank ledger will credit. In narration, you can mention being amount paid as a security money to landlord and save this entry. So in this way, you can record security money given entry. Let's click on go to option and we will open here balance sheet. After opening balance sheet, from the right hand side under assets, under current assets, you will get to find deposit assets entry, and under deposit assets you can see security money amount is showing over here. So this is how you can also record security money entry in Telegram, and you can analyze this entry in balance sheet. Next entry we will understand how to record rent journal provision entry, and after that rent tedious entry, rent payment entry. So at the end of the month, every month, we will record our expenses provision entry. Same likewise, we will record rent provisional entry at the end of the month. So I'm going to record this rent provisional entry. So select, you can also record this entry in journal voucher. If you wish, you can record this entry in purchase voucher. So we can record this entry in both the voucher, so it's depend on you in which voucher you are comfortable. Rent expenses ledger will create under indirect expenses group, and GST will be applicable if you receives invoice. If you did not receive invoice, so GST will be not applicable. So let me record this entry in purchase voucher. So from the right hand side, click on change voucher and select purchase voucher, and after this you can record this entry at the end of the month. And after this you can see I have created landlord ledger under sundry creditor groups and provide all the information related landlord, and don't forget to provide PAN number, otherwise 20% TDS will be deducted in case of PAN is not available. So we will record this entry. So click on the right hand side change mode and select accounting advice mode. In this mode we will record our expenses entry in purchase voucher. So here I'm going to select rent expenses. Let's suppose we pay every month 51,000 rent, and landlord provide us GST invoice, so GST will be applicable 18%. So this is a local landlord, so see GST 9%, and as GST 9% will be applicable. So this is how we need to record the rent expenses entry at the end of month. So let me show you after opening the landlord ledger. Now you can see there is only one invoice of rent. So we have to record TDS, we have to calculate TDS. So TDS calculates on the taxable value. So taxable value it's 51,000. As per new financial year 25-26 new threshold limit it's 50,000 per month. If your rent exceed 50,000 per month, so 10% TDS will be applicable. So here we are paying 51,000, so threshold limit has been crossed. So we need to record 10% at the rate of 51,000. So by pressing Ctrl A, we will add voucher, and from the right hand side select the journal voucher and change the date. Landlord ledger will debit and TDS ledger will credit. So this is how you can record TDS entry. So let me show you. If you want to see the ledger of TDS, so you can open and analyze the TDS ledger. So this is the entry. First we have purchase, rent, expenses, services, and after that we have record, we have book TDS, and when you will pay this TDS amount to the government on the behalf of landlord. So select the payment voucher and TDS payable on rent ledger will credit and bank will debit. So this is how you can record the TDS entry in Tally Prime. This is the invoice screenshot I have taken to explain you how to record this entry correctly. So this is the screenshot of original invoice in PDF. So in this invoice you can see we have purchased two items, imported pine shower timber, and again we have purchased imported pine shower timber. You can see HSN quantity and rate, and after that there is a freight charges of 2500, and then 9 99% tax has calculated, and TCS at the rate of 2%, 1724. This is the TCS calculated at the rate of 2%, as because this is the invoice after 1st April 2025. So that's why TCS has been collected at the rate of 2%. So let me tell you how to calculate TCS. So TCS calculates on total sale invoice. So let me show you how you will be record this entry in Tally Prime. So open Tally Prime from gateway of Tally, press V, and from the right hand side select purchase voucher and select party account ledger. If party account ledger is not created, so by pressing Ctrl C you can create party ledger account under sundry creators group and provide all the information related party. And after that purchase ledger select purchase account if not created, so by pressing Ctrl C you can create party account ledger under purchase account. And after that we have to select the item by pressing Ctrl C. You can create stock item is if not created. So I am creating pine savan timber. So before creating this, you need to configure, press F11, and there is an option TCS. So enable TCS option. After that, you have to record the entry. And under unit, select the unit in which unit you are purchasing the goods. And after this, provide all the information related GST details. From the right hand side, click on configure option, and there is a HSN option. You can enable HSN option, and from the invoice we will see, we will enter HSN, and under taxability select taxable, and 18% tax rate will be applied on this product. Save this ledger and enter the quantity, and after that total amount. So in this way you can add the stock item, how much stock item you are purchasing in the invoice. So again we are going to enter the quantity and the rate, and after this there is a freight charges rupees 2500. So we will select here inward freight charges, as because we are applying on purchase invoice, so that is why we will select inward freight charges. This is 2500. Input CGST 9% and input SGST 9% will be applicable 6575. So this is the matching from the invoice. Now we will apply TCS on purchase. So TCS on purchase 1724, but in invoice you can see there is showing 14111, as because this is the wrong calculated TCS. TCS is calculating only on taxable value. So let me open the TCS on purchase ledger. So let's see all the options are picked correctly or not. So TCS on purchase ledger group is selected as a current assets. So why we have created this ledger under current assets? Because TCS is collected from us, so we will claim in the future. So that's why this is a current assets for us. So that's why we will create this ledger under group current asset. We have as duties and taxes. If this option will not show you, so click on configure option, and there is a under tax details you will get to see we have set ledger as a we have duties and taxes. Mark that option yes, so this option will be appear on your screen. Type of duty tax, select other option, and then percentage of calculation, so 2% you have to mark. And the next option, calculation, method of calculation on total sales, and then select normal rounding and select one item. Now you will get to say we have checked out all the options picked correctly, but still TCS on purchase is not calculating correctly. There is no changes. So from the right hand side there is a configure option. Click on this option. Mark yes as a both show more configure option. Under text details you can get to see calculate text on current subtotal. Mark this option as a yes. You will get to see now TCS has been calculated correctly 1724. This is a match by the party invoice. So this is the very important option. From the right hand side click on configure option, and under text detail click subtotal taxable option as a yes. Then TCS on purchase will calculate correctly. So this is how you can book TCS on purchase invoice correctly in Teleprime, as I have shown you, as I have told you in this video. So I hope you will also record the TCS on purchase entry correctly in Teleprime. So let me show you where you will get to see TCS on purchase impact in balance sheet. So click on go to option, and from here we will open balance sheet. So click on balance sheet option. You will get to see from the right hand side under assets option, under current assets option, you will get to see TCS on purchase is showing over here.